Hi YouTube. Tried a couple times to do it in person with the actual cards, but my phone was not cooperating, so we're gonna do it this way. I took this deck to Pittsburgh Regional this past weekend, right after the ban list, first regional after the list hit. Usually is a wild west kind of experience. It was a good showing. I had 15th out of 245, I think. Not entirely sure of the final head count, but I went X2 out of 8 rounds. I played against Ryziel Fiendsmith was round 1. Ryziel Mitsurugi was round 2. Malice Fiendsmith was round 3. Crystron Fiendsmith, which is weird deck, super good. That was round 4. Round 5 I played against Blue Eyes. Round 6 was my first loss, and it was Ryziel Fiendsmith. Round 7, I just got straight up bodied by one of the local boys, Ryan Pepper. He was also on the Crystron deck. What's it called? The continuous trap for Crystron is fucking crazy. That card is ridiculous. And then round 8, I clutched it out. It was a Valmonica Fiendsmith, which I had never played against Valmonica before, so I had no idea what it did, but he also had no idea what my deck did, and that worked to my advantage. So yeah, 42 cards. I like playing a little bit more than 42, just to reduce the statistical probability of seeing these two cards ever so slightly. So 3 fire. I don't like debug. Never have liked debug. Anybody that tells you that Lady Debug is the better normal summon doesn't know what they're talking about, and yeah, don't listen to them. They're wrong. There's never a point in time where this card was legal and Lady Debug was better. That's just incorrect. 3 Gazelle, 2 Weasel. I like 2 Weasel. Big fan. You need to see it to make sure that your combo goes off the way that you want it to. You have to have access to it in some capacity, and playing additional copies just means that you'd see it organically, and it makes your lines with this card and this card and this card a little bit more flexible. So yeah, 1 Foxy. I blew up a dude's Blue Eyes trap that Ragekis his field whenever it's destroyed. He was really sad. 1 Jack, 1 Spinny, 1 Mirror. This card is really good. I'm playing 2 of this going forward. Because if you get Drolled before you get access to Sanctuary, it's a really bad time. And so this card helps you play through Droll, which is super popular right now. If this card goes uninterrupted, you're going to make your full board plus Roar set. And this card is stupid. It might as well say Salamangreat Terror Top, because this card is ridiculous. I also have Alties in the mail. Don't tell my wife. 3 Ash Blossom. This card, I mean, I'm not going to talk about it. It's Ash Blossom. It's also even more absurd in this deck because it's level 3 and it's fire and it's a tuner. Those are all relevant at different times. So summon this card off Horse Prince and do shenanigans with bouncing it back to your hand. Droll overperformed. It also was really good against me. So we're in a fresh format, recent ban list, new cards are releasing. This card is always going to be popular at the beginning of any format. This format was no different. It's basically the wild west right now. If you're better than your opponent, you're probably going to win regardless of the deck you're on. So until the format gets a bit more solved and we get into the new core set releasing. I've been off of Advanced for like a year and just playing Edison, so this was my first crack back at Advanced format in a really long time, and ended up getting my invites. That was sick. This card should be banned. This card sucks, and I know that's kind of sacrilege saying that in Salamangreat, but it either ate Ash Blossom all day, and I tried playing with 3 cards, which usually didn't work out, or even worse, they allowed it to resolve, and then they Drolled me, and like low-key, this deck really struggles against Droll, especially if you don't already have your other pieces in hand. So sign up mining, as weird as it is to say, was awful all day, and I am cutting it. This is going to be a second Code of Soul, and this is going to be Salamangreat Mole going forward. So yeah, I'm probably going to get flamed in the comments for saying this, but I did not like this card at all. Yes, when you're sitting in your bedroom in your underwear and just playing solitaire with yourself, yeah, this card searches anything in your deck, but rarely in actual practice is this going to work out the way that you think it is, with as many hand traps are running around in the format. So I did not like this card at all, so I'm cutting it. Droplet's insane. Broke boards all day. I did not win very many dice rolls. Went second a lot, game ones, and this card helped me push through. There was one time I draw phased, impermed his unicorn, and then I chained circle, and then I chained called by, and then I chained droplet and sent all three from field to graveyard as cost. Droplet is bananas. Big fan of droplet. I would play 3, can't find space. Might play 3, you can make an argument for 3. I like 2. This card is absurd. Really cute one of. It's searchable, stumpable. Recycle it off of Sunlight Wolf. Really good. Very good card. This card should be banned. This card's super important for your combos. It's a cute extender too. Somebody tried ogring it, and I banished Bailings to prevent destruction, and they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you now. This card says you can activate Solemn Warning from your hand and not pay life points. So yeah, this card is ridiculous. Also, one copy is more expensive than the entire rest of the deck combined. So shout out to the homies that let me borrow this. 3 Imperm and Roar. Not going to talk too much detail about that. You know what those cards do. Malice is still a deck, so 3 Lancia. Only played against 1 Malice. I forget if I resolved this card against them, but in theory, it's good. This is the most insane card in the side deck. I plopped this on Chaos Angels and Blue Eye Synchros and IP Masqueranas, and I plopped it against a Necro Quip. It was just really good all day. Just a very generic 1-for-1 sort of exchange to out big monsters that are kind of annoying. And my favorite thing to do is kaiju something and then bounce it back with Mirage Stalio, and then kaiju you again to the zone that Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf points to, and then add Ash Blossom back to hand. And yeah, this card is silly. This card, fresh format. I got these the day of, because it just got reprinted. I didn't resolve it. I activated it once and it got ashed. I didn't see it the whole rest of the day. It got activated against me plenty of times though. So this card is very good. I did not get to partake in the benefits, unfortunately. Deck Lockdown. This card is cute. If you put any sort of relevant board up at all and then activate this, your opponent's probably scooping because they just can't play unless they get rid of it. Somebody did out this with Aggregator, and it was like kind of annoying, but yeah, this card's super good. This card makes people scoop. This card was really mid, believe it or not. Wasn't really sure what to put in this slot. Thinking about maybe Thrust or something. Sanctum maybe. It was very okay. And then Goes in Match. I was on Rivalry also, and then I figured out that Princess is entirely too important to the layered interaction that you need to squeak out wins like this deck does. So Princess is far too important. You cannot be type locked. Attribute locked is just fine though, and it was very good when I saw it. Horse Prince, you make this off Weasel, and you usually summon Code of Soul. If you already have Code of Soul, you can summon Ash. This card is, you know what this card does. Yes, I still play this card. People forget this card exists now that Snake Eyes isn't a thing anymore. All effects were relevant, including being destroyed by card effect, being destroyed by battle. I actually ran it into someone's Chaos Angel to search, I think, to search Weasel or something, and kept playing from there. This card is everything to the deck. I should probably find room for a second, which I very easily could do. But yeah, round 3, I think, I just straight up forgot what Unicorn did, and I drolled him after he searched Engraver, and he banished this face down, and it was very unfun. So this card is everything to the strategy now, and I should probably find room for 2. So this card is crazy. This card was relevant once, but I am happy that I played it because it was a game 3 and it was super important. I had Droll, Taki Tomborg, and Code of Soul in my hand, 2 1-ofs, I know, and I OTK'd him. So I normal summon the Droll, and then I special summon this card because you only need a win monster to summon it. And then I link this into All Mirage, and then I summon this for free because I have a link monster, and then I made Mirage Stalio with these 2, and then I summoned this, and then I searched this, and then I just played and I killed him because of these of these 3 cards. So this card was very relevant. You don't have to play it. Most people don't. I like it. It's utility. I think that's what this deck does best. Just a big toolbox. 2 Balinks. This card is crack. You get to just blow up people's boards on their turn and burn them in time and make them want to flip the table because they don't realize that that's what this card does. This happened to me 3 times where I went first game 3 and there was like 2 minutes left and I was just like doing Salamangreat stuff, and they were just like, okay, so like we're drawing, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna like burn you for game. This card's cheesy, but if you don't want to go into time, play faster. I don't know what to tell you. I play 3 of this card. You don't need 3. I like 3. I've always liked 3. Helps in the grind game. And then if they end up banishing stuff, like there's someone that like he called buyed one, and then I forget how he banished the other, but I brought one back off of charge, and then I relinked it into. He's like, you play 3? Holy shit! That's like the only reason you won. I was like, yeah, I know. 3's broken. Probably only need 2 of this card. I like 3 again because the grind game helps you recycle stuff. I probably cut 1 for a second princess. That might be what happens. But yeah, overall, deck was good. Probably should have made top 8. There was some fuckery that went on round 6 with a late deck check, and I had to give up a broken crazy hand and then bricked when they gave us our stuff back. So yeah, it's really the only negative press that I have about the event. It was a good day, lots of fun. Played a couple homies. Unfortunately, had to knock them off, but we got our invite. So yeah, later, Gator.